to my channel. So what we are going to be looking at today is May 2020 predictions. And so I'll have you go back to the front if you haven't already done so and pick a pile. We have 4 piles to choose from today. Just remember that if these messages don't resonate with you, to just go ahead and pick a different pile or pick a different reading altogether, because not everything is going to resonate with everybody, and that is totally okay. If you like this reading, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more tarot readings. And with no further ado, we are going to go ahead and get right into pile number 1. So pile number 1, you chose this rose quartz. I don't know if you can see it as rose quartz, but that's what it is. This is your reading for May 2020. Let's see what we can expect. This first card says humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Beautiful. That is a great card to pull first, group number 1. This just shows me that there will be a lot of fun times ahead in May. There will be a lot of laughter and a lot of perspective changes is kind of what I'm getting with this as well. So if you have been kind of in a funk about everything that's going on, remember this is for May 2020. You may be finding that in May, you are kind of able to switch into a more positive mindset easier than you were before. So that is really, really wonderful. That is a great first card to pull. I love that. If you can see right here, there's Buddha right in the middle. So there could be an affinity too with religion this month, or you might be exploring different spiritual aspects of yourself. This card is predominantly green, which tells me a lot of heart chakra stuff will be activated this month. So I really like this as a first card. I think that it shows a wonderful month ahead. Let's see what we have next. So we have this emotional health card here, and it says, I trust myself to act when the energy moves me. Beautiful. So along with the first card, in May 2020, you may be finding that you are more riding the energetic wave. So you might notice that you have an influx of energy when you don't mean to have an influx of energy, and then all of a sudden your energy crashes even when you might want to have extra energy. What I want to say about this is don't beat yourself up. We forget that we are also animals, and animals do a really good job at regulating when they need to be asleep and when they need to be awake. So give yourself lots of time this month to rest, to relax, to turn that brain off, maybe even watching a funny movie. But definitely this is a month where you'll be called to rest more, or because it does say, I trust myself to act when the energy moves me. What I will say is if you're thinking about doing any kind of creative projects, to just make sure that you're feeling the pull or the urge to do so. If you're not feeling that pull, don't do that thing right then. And I'm having to learn that myself too. It's starting this brand new channel, right? So it's really important to kind of allow yourself to rest when you need to, and even like take a break to do something fun. You know, that could be a way as well of rest and replenishment. You also have this environment card here. It says, I am excited to share the things I no longer love or need with people who will love or need them more. That's beautiful too. So in May 2020, you may be finding that you're going through your house, you're decluttering your room, you're decluttering your space. This is a really wonderful time to do that, because moving things around allows fresh new energy in. If you see this, it's almost like the sun is coming up here or going down, but either way, it's a new day, a new chapter is closing. So I would highly recommend that you do a little bit of spring cleaning. I know a lot of us have been trapped in our homes, not trapped, but stuck in our homes. So we might have already been doing this, but this is an extra additional pull to really move things around. Declutter your space, declutter your physical space, maybe even your backyard here, because this card does picture outdoors. But it's going to be a really big part of your month, is kind of wading through stuff. There is here a need of giving things to people who might need them more. So along with this kind of green card, you might even be feeling called to donate to charity this month, or you might have been thinking more about charity in your head, about how you can support people around you. So just go through your things, get rid of some stuff, allow for new space, for new things to come in that you might want more. Let's see what your tea leaf cards are. Pineapple, reconciliation. Wow. Fan, romance, celebration, and party. Beautiful. And bread, period of prosperity and abundance. That is beautiful. I love all three of those. Let's start with the pineapple. Feeling really like your open heart space with that humor card, or just kind of lightening up, might even bring a bunch of new people into your life, or opportunities to reconnect with people that you haven't reconnected with in a while. So that is wonderful. Along with this fan card, I am feeling like there will be an event. Now, I know we're still closed. I know that, but you never know. There could be some kind of a virtual event, or this person could reach out to you that you met at an event, or either way, it's like somebody comes up from your past. This celebration party card is also a really good reminder to just have fun, right? So if you are invited to something, or if you've been finding that you've kind of been spending a lot of time alone, make sure that you do go out. Make sure that you do attend virtual events if that's all you can do, because it's super important that you allow yourself to have a little bit of fun. But if there has been someone you've been thinking of reconciling with, there might be a chance in the month of May 2020. So that's really exciting. With the bread card here, period of prosperity and abundance, that's beautiful as well. So I just feel like all of these aspects of your life are in really good form right now, including your finances. So you're really feeling like you're able to get a good grip on what you need to do this May 2020. You might even be that saying breaking bread has come to me. So you could even be breaking bread with somebody from your past that you wish to reconcile with. But either way, finances look like they're quite in order. Period of prosperity. So you might even be feeling pretty good about that aspect of your life, which is great. Let's see what your tarot has in store here. Judgment. And the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so there is definitely a call here. I'll hold them up so you can see them. You have been thinking about some sort of a collaboration, and you feel like there might be time to either take a step away from this collaboration or to step into this collaboration. So it's kind of like you've been eyeing something or doing something with a group of other people, or even working really hard to build a specific foundation for yourself. And now you're kind of wondering if that is necessarily the route that you want to take. So there's going to be a lot of a need here. Maybe that's why that rest card came up, for inner exploration as to whether or not that is the route for you to take. There's no right or wrong answer to this. It's just a matter of you deciding what it is that you want, going forward. In fact, you might have changed what it is that you want given these past few months, and that's totally okay. But there is something that you will really be reconsidering, whether or not you want to stay with that project or that collaboration or move forward. And it has been built on a fairly strong foundation. So this could be a fairly long-standing thing that you're looking at. It could be anything from a relationship to a work project to a collaboration, or just really you examining how you want to build a firm foundation for yourself. So there's a lot of really internal kind of energy here where you're looking at those things, and you feel really like the way you are going to approach foundational building going forward is going to shift, I feel, just with the Judgment card. So you're at a crossroads with something this month, and you might not be really ready to act on it yet, but it's definitely something you're considering or thinking about. What did I just say? The world. Yeah, so whatever this chapter is, I feel like you're kind of done with it. That was kind of the energy I was picking up on. So the world indicates it's kind of like a graduation card. So you've leveled up. There is something that you've been working on for quite some time that you are now ready to break forward and break free of. So this is a really beautiful card, actually. It just indicates you've put a lot of work into this, and there is something here that you've been working on a long time with this card. But it's kind of like the energy is really of you shifting into a new direction. So whatever that looks like for you, or whatever area of your life that's about, you will know if this card resonates with you. But either way, the world indicates that it's a time for us to really say congratulations to ourselves, because we did a great job at completing this last cycle, and now we're able to move forward in a really cool, loving way. So I want you to take a moment to pat yourself on the back and remind yourself that you've done such good work. Like, look at how happy this person is. She's celebrating. So some of you could even be attending a celebration in May that has something to do with your success, or some kind of a marker like a birthday, anniversary, something along those lines, or even gain some recognition for something too, is what I'm getting here. All right, group one, that was your May 2020 reading. I have to say, I really like it. I think that there's some wonderful things ahead. If you've liked this video, I'd love to hear below what your favorite part was, or what you're most looking forward to for May 2020. And I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. This is your May 2020 reading. You chose this quartz crystal with these little orange bits in it. It's a beautiful stone. It might even be a citrine. I'm sorry, I'm not sure. Excuse me, I don't remember. But this is your May 2020 reading. Sorry about that. Let's get right into it. We're going to start with the first card here. Okay, group two, starting off, you have the card of worry, and it says, I am learning that worry doesn't change the outcome. Wow. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm feeling really like my body's making a lot of noises with you guys. Right off the bat, I'm getting ample crown energy here. So you might be having very vivid dreams. You might be having telepathic communication with others. You might have even things like visions, or you might even be psychics or spiritualists yourself. Because this is a really powerful card. I'm already feeling the energy off of it. It's kind of like maybe some of you have even been going through some kind of a spiritual awakening or a spiritual process that's been really intense for you. But this is incredibly intense crown chakra energy. So watch that crown. You might even be having headaches or things like that. The coolest thing about this card is it says, I am learning that worry doesn't change the outcome, which I think is beautiful. So you might even have been really worrying about something for quite some time, and now you're deciding or realizing that this is not helpful for you to have these feelings. So there is a perspective shift here as well. May 2020 might have a lot of perspective shifts for you, but it is tinged with worry. For us to hold this as your first card, and this could even be worrying because you're frightened of the spiritual experiences you're going through. I am getting that for some of you, or just you're uncertain about the next few steps. What happens when you are going through a spiritual awakening is it can be stressful and it can be frightening. So just know that you're not alone. This YouTube community has been really helpful for me as I've gone through my own. But remembering always as you go through the month of May 2020 that what you're worried about, it doesn't matter. Like it won't prevent anything from happening. It will only amplify your own feelings, right? Your own negative emotions. So being really careful and mindful about where we're placing our energy this month. Let's go on and see what else we have, because that's a very intense card to start with, and I'm curious. Relationships. You have one of those. I am a master at setting boundaries that protect my time, energy, creativity, and emotional well-being. Wow, okay. So yes, I am definitely getting a sense here that there are people around you that are pushing your boundaries. This could even be contributing to that worry, but there's really a pull here for you to make sure that you're setting really clear boundaries with those who are imposing on your spiritual growth. So this could be anyone from a person, a relationship, a circumstance, or even something like social media is coming up here. Making sure that you're limiting consumption of those things, and you're also really pushing to have people around you who are a positive influence for you on this during this time, because it's almost like the people that are around you are contributing in some way to your worry. And I hate to say it like that, group two, but that is what I'm seeing here. There is a big need here to make sure that you're boundaried up, that you're able to say to somebody no, like you're not able no, like I'm just not going to allow you to come into my energy field, because every time you're here, you make me feel stressed or you make me feel worried. So a real need to examine who you're allowing into your life and why is coming up here for May 2020. Boundaries as well with even what the time you're giving to specific things too, right? Like making sure that you're not spending all of your time doing something you don't really love. You're taking that time for yourself to rest and replenish and play is really important here. There's just a sense of mismanaging your resources, energy being the most important here. So this will be a big thing in May 2020, or a big thing that you're working on. Let's see what else we have here. Spiritual health is the next card. And this one says, I notice the beauty of nature every day, and I feel it, and it feeds my soul in delicious and delightful ways. Wow, beautiful. I love that card. What I will say about this is that it's really important for you to spend some time outside. That is one of the things that replenishes you for sure. So as much time as you can go outside in the month of May as the weather gets better, please do so, because it does make a big difference to your mental and emotional state. It can even be the way that your spirit guides or angels or whatever you want to call your ascended master team, it's kind of the way they connect to you. They connect to you when you're outside. There's a big need here to go outside in the sunshine. Go outside and notice the changes that are happening now that it's spring, but take a step away from the circumstances that are worrying you, and make sure you go outside in nature, whether that's just your neighborhood, or that you have a national park near you, or you have a nice area where you can go that you really resonate with. I feel a lot of you probably have an outside area that you resonate with, let's be real, because this is obviously something that I feel like this has been really big for you. Even this card is tinged in purple, which is interesting. So a lot of crown chakra energy, you guys. Wow. Go outside in the month of May. Let's see what else we have here. Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. Yeah, I think I was picking that person up right here. Cat, a two-faced friend. And September. Whew. Okay, so let's just start with the obvious, the ram and the cat. So group 2, I have to just say it because it's pretty obvious to me, but there are a lot of people in your life that are just not really there for the right reasons. And I'm sorry that I have to be so blunt, but to get 2 of these cards like this in this way is pretty substantial. There are a lot of people around you who are only functioning to drain your energy. So in the month of May, you might be letting go of a lot of friends. This could be also in Aries. Aries is ruled by the ram in the zodiac, but it literally says a stubborn, aggressive person. So I think that that's really interesting. But this energy, the ram and the cat here, two-faced friend, they feel different to me. So I would imagine that there's more than one person in your life that's really bringing you down. And there could have been an event that happened in September, or one of them could be born in September with very heavy Aries placements, or something will come to an end in the month of September, whether that's 2019 or 2020. September is a big catalyst here for these people. So I don't know if this is a group of people, but you have a lot of people in your life that are just really not respecting your boundaries is what I'm getting here. And you have to set those up clearly, because if not, these people will continue to come back in, because I feel like you're a bit of a softie with them, even though you feel like a very spiritually strong person, but it's like you're unable to tell these people, like, you gotta back off a bit. But either way, there will be some sort of a conflict I'm sensing here that will come up in May 2020 with one or both of these people. Let's see what else we have. 9 of Wands. Yeah, you're tired. You are feeling burdened. I think that you're definitely an empath is kind of what I'm getting here. And you feel tired because you realize that people around you are not respecting your boundaries. This exhausts empaths because we only have a limited supply of energy to give. And when we're giving too much, or when people are taking it, kind of like these 2 people I was seeing here, it makes us feel depleted. So it makes us feel like there's a lot of stuff on our plates, like we're unable to focus, like we're unable to do anything. You're overburdened, so you need to create clear boundaries and draw some of your energy back Some of you need to practice cord cutting or doing a spiritual bath or something to get rid of these people. Not get rid of them, but just kind of call your own energy back, and set boundaries that they need to follow if they want to be in your life. So 10 of Swords, very, very similar thing to this 9 of Wands. But like, just look at that card. Wow. That card is just painful. You just look at it. So I don't know if these people have done something to you. It's kind of like, this is literally stabs to the back, right? So it's just a general sense of really heavy energy here. If you notice, the sun is coming up here as well. So this is indicating that this chapter is almost closed, but man, is this some heavy energy. It makes me feel like you guys have really been through the ringer with these people, and like it's really time. You're tired. You're really tired of this. So it's time in May of 2020 to pull back some of that energy and to remember that the sun is coming up and you will rise again, because the next card, and what a beautiful card to end the reading off on, is the sun. This is the okay, so the sun is always the best card of the deck. I think it's like the most positive card, whether or not it comes up. What was I saying? Whether or not it comes up upright or reversed, doesn't matter. This is the best card of the deck. So you guys are really ready to expand is kind of what I'm getting here. And like, this is a beautiful energy. So I think going forward in the summer of 2020, you're going to be feeling really, really good. But it's super important that you set boundaries with these people and even letting them go. Like, I don't know if you need permission to let these people go. I give you permission. Like, it's really, really important, because there's newness that's waiting to come into your life, but it's like you're so stuck in this painful situation that you're unable to move forward. So I feel like May 2020 is really a catalyst month for you, where you're going to be moving forward from a lot of these energy vampires, let's call them that, and you're really preparing to step into your own. So I really like this energy. It's going to be a bit of an up and down month for you, group 2, I must say, but I'm really excited for you. If you've liked this video, please comment down below what you're most excited for May 2020, and I'd love to see you next video. Bye. Hi group 3, welcome to your reading. This is the beautiful adventuring you chose. Let's see what May 2020 has in store for you. Are you ready? Let's see. We're going to start off with our first card, which is beautiful. Peace. It says, I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. Wow. What a great first card for May 2020. I love this energy. This card feels very soothing to me already. I'm really getting the sense like in May 2020, you're really going to try to be your most balanced self possible. You're going to be trying to walk around in a really peaceful, heart-centered space. I love the blues in here. So you might be finding that you are speaking up for yourself in May 2020, or like you're really able to express yourself in a really beautiful way, a really peaceful way, a way that doesn't hurt anyone, but that is true to you. Like, look at that sacred geometry there as well. It's just such a beautiful card. So I think you're going to be quite like vibing pretty high in May 2020 already is kind of what I'm getting. So I think that you might be going into that month in a really great state. Let's see what else we have going on. But this is a beautiful, beautiful card to pull for your first card. Walking through May 2020 with peace is like, what a good way to kick off the summer, to kick off a new era. I feel like you've really been, I think that this has been learned peace though. Like, it's not like all of a sudden you've learned how to hold yourself. You've been through the ringer with some things, and this has led you to become a really peaceful, loving person. And honestly, this energy, I love it. It just feels really good. Let's see what else we have in store for you, May 2020. Relationships. I honor and protect my sensitivity. Yep, what was I saying? It's like you've been through the ringer with some people who maybe haven't understood or respected your gifts. You might be a very talented speaker, writer, artist, or creative, or you could even be an empath, is kind of what I'm picking up here. But either way, you have people around you who aren't necessarily honoring your sensitivities. So this could have been why I was picking up that you've kind of been through the ringer to get to this peace card. You've kind of had to make that space for yourself to be like, look, I understand that this is who I am, and I love and I accept myself anyways. And if you won't allow me to be myself, I have to give myself that space. So there's like this really beautiful progression I'm sensing here. But in May 2020, you're going to be really powerful, I think, in your creative expression. So if you've been thinking about doing a creative project, I would highly, highly recommend it, because I think it will be very beneficial to you. Yeah, just watch for people around you who are making you feel less than for having these sensitivities, because sensitivities are a gift at the end of the day, right? And they really need to be honored. And anyone who can't see that around you is you kind of like not worth your time, right? Because I feel like that's a big part of you. I think you have an artist soul. So anyone who's not respecting that, it's kind of annoying. The next one you have is a physical health affirmation. And this one says, my body heals itself with every breath I take. Wow, okay, so you guys might even be coming out of the tail end here of an illness. Is kind of what I'm picking up. Body heals itself. It's like you have a sensitive disposition for sure, and you could even be sensitive to people around you, to their energies, or you could be extra sensitive to things like caffeine or additives in foods is what I'm getting here. Because of this sensitivity, you really need to guard yourself. You really need to protect your space, and you need to protect yourself, in especially in the month of May. I get the sense that there's some deep healing that will be going on here in a lot of different ways. So again, sorry, by that I mean could be emotional healing, but it could also be spiritual healing. So keep that in mind too. Healing looks different for everybody. Let's see your tea leaf cards. I wonder if I'll get any clarification. Tankyard, celebration, fun and enjoyment. Beautiful. Beetle, good fortune, and not unsuccessful plans. Wow. Okay, let's start with Tankyard. So a lot of people have been getting celebration cards in this reading, which is so fun. So I do think there will be some kind of a reason to celebrate in the month of May 2020, or you might be attending an event, virtually or not. But there is a beautiful sense here of coming together with others, and the energy being light and fun. However, if this is a big event where you know you're going to be with somebody who maybe doesn't honor your sensitivity, that you are extra careful in protecting yourself for that event. So either you wear a piece of tourmaline, or you even, don't surround yourself with people who don't value you at that party or event I'm seeing here. This is really beautiful. But we do also have not, which is unsuccessful plans. So there could even be some kind of an event May 2020 that hasn't been able to occur, some kind of a celebration that has been stopped from happening due to the current situation that we're in, right? So if that's the case, I'm sorry about that. You could even be feeling down about that. Maybe a couple of tears have been shed. But with the beetle coming up and this good fortune card, I do think that times are changing for you. Like really, there's a big need here. It's almost like you're right underwater, like you're just getting ready to come up to the surface is kind of the sensation I'm getting here. Beetles might be significant to you. You can look them up as your spirit animal, but this one literally says on it good fortune, which I think is so cool. So there is something coming this month in the month of May 2020 that will be really wonderful for you. Yeah, some of you could even really resonate with beetles or see them in your dreams. Some of you could have connection to Egypt, past life, or even present with this, but that's a really beautiful card as well. It's like your sensitivities is what I'm getting here as well. They bring you good fortune. So when you tap into your artist side, or when you tap into your sensitive side, there is a chance here for you to somehow increase your finances, or just increase your general fortune. Like it's like lucky for you to tap into your creative powers. High Priestess, what was I saying? So she's the most intuitive card of the deck, I think. Beautiful, beautiful energy here. Yeah, there's a lot of, there can be past life energy coming up here, dreams, visions. You guys are very in tune. You're very, very in tune. I'm kind of getting goosebumps now. Um, but it's almost like a very peaceful energy. So you're not like, you don't come across as mysterious or, you know, like, yeah, like mysterious, like, ooh, like a lady of the night. But you really radiate peace and love and abundance. And this makes people around you confused. Like they want to know what it is that you're doing to get to that level. Do you know what I mean? There's this really alluring energy to you, but you enter fully. Like it's like you're really good at embodying yourself in a beautiful way, and this makes people attracted to you. But maybe this has been a slow process for you where you've kind of learned throughout your life. But you are very intuitive, so your intuition is going to be key in the month of May 2020. It's going to be through the roof. So really honor your intuition. Whatever it says, follow it, because I think that it's going to be very, very strong in the month of May 2020. The Lovers, beautiful. And King of Swords. Wow, okay. Show you those cards there. Okay, so the Lovers. Oh, like you have 2 major arcana here out of the cards. That's really big. You could be dealing with Gemini or another air sign. Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. There is somebody that you're thinking about this month, or that plays a really prominent part in your month. Masculine energy, very intelligent, very, very direct, well aspected. So I think he's probably a pretty nice guy. If this is a guy, keep in mind that gender is fluid, so this can indicate anybody. But there's a real pull I get around this man. So there's definitely a strong attraction here. I don't know if this is the only person you're considering or the only person he's considering, or whatever your gender is and whoever you're interested in. It's like there might almost be a third party involved here, or either way, you're both really cerebral about it. You're both really in your head, like, do we want each other or not? Or do we move forward with this or not? If this is somebody who has somehow not honored your sensitivity in the past, I do get that they're turning a corner, like they're really able to come back to you and kind of be really respectful of where you're at as an artist, creative, or psychic, or one of the, or all of the above, whatever it is. But it's like your energy is almost like kind of pulled back. So you might even be in your head about this connection in the month of May 2020, but there is one person who is coming up here is being really a strong presence in the month of May 2020. So whatever that means for you, whichever way you go, I'm not really seeing a decision here either way. It's just like a lot of energy between you, and you're kind of both feeling cerebral. So it might even be a crush that hasn't actualized, or a person that you used to date, maybe you're not talking anymore, or if you're talking, nothing romantic has happened yet, or you just really connect on that level, the cerebral level, where, yeah, like it's a really strong air sign energy here. Although again, could be a Libra as well, or somebody with like Libra in their chart. It's possible here. But yeah, there is one person that will be a big player in the month of May 2020 for you. Overall, this is a really good month for you. It looks like you're really taking back your power, and you're able to function in a really strong and beautiful way. I like this energy for you a lot. You're probably a very powerful person, group 3. So just remember that. Remember as you go through the month of May 2020 that, like, yeah, I came up as a high priestess. I'm good. If you've liked this reading, please comment below. I'd love to know what you're most excited about for May 2020, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, Group 4. Welcome to your May 2020 reading. You chose this beautiful carnelian stone. Look at that. Love this. Feels really good in my hand. Let's see what the month for you has ahead. Ooh, doubt. It says, I release the need to know all answers. Okay, Group 4. May 2020, you're coming, like the energy I'm feeling right now is kind of like you're walking blindfold into a room. So there is really a need for you in May 2020 to trust that everything is working out exactly as it does. This has been hard for you, I'm getting. The last few months have really thrown a ringer in you. They've kind of put you through the ringer. You've been feeling a little bit like having a really difficult time seeing things from a positive perspective, or even seeing things from a fresh perspective. But in May 2020, you are coming out of it just a little bit slower. There are some things that you've been doubtful of, most of all your own ability, not realizing you possess within yourself the power to make things happen as you wish. So there is going to be a lot of shifting in May, but it's subtle, I think. Let's see what the other cards say, but that's kind of what I'm picking up on, is a very subtle shift that might not even be obvious to you in the beginning. Okay, let's take a look though to see. Your first affirmation is a physical health affirmation. My hormones are beautifully balanced. Okay, group 4, right off the bat, I'm sensing here that there is some need here to really pay attention to your stress and cortisol levels, because what they're doing is causing spikes and dips in your energy, or even like you have a really, really strong stress response right now. And your chemistry, I'm hearing your chemistry is really fine-tuned. So what this means is you might be more sensitive to things than others, especially hormonal and stress responses. So it's incredibly important in the month of May 2020 that you do what you can to lower your cortisol levels as best as you can. And I understand that this is a stressful time for everybody. So I want to have compassion for you and let you know that I totally get that. But it's like your body, these hormones and the cortisol is clouding your mind. That's pretty much what I wanted to say in a really long roundabout way. It's like you're creating issues with your cognition, with your focus, with your chakras, they're blocked because of the stress response, right? So it's really important in May 2020 that you're examining your physical health, essentially, and that you're really making sure that you're addressing these issues, these underlying issues that need to be worked with in order to propel you into the summer as a healthy version of you. The next card we have is spiritual health, and it says, I feel God's presence in my life. Beautiful. A lot of element here of water too with these two cards. So you might be, whoops, I dropped that card. One sec. You might be a water sign, so Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But there is a need here to connect with the element of water. So making sure you're taking baths, that could be a way to lower your cortisol level. Swimming if you can, although I know most places aren't open right now for swimming. Really connecting with this water element, hydrating yourself properly will help the fog lift, because it's almost like, yeah, it's like that blindfold I was seeing. You're just unable to see clearly. But it's so interesting because there's a strong sense here of spirit trying to speak or communicate with you. It's like they're right around the corner. All you need to do is turn slightly and there they'll be. But it's like you just simply cannot be there. You can't see that until you get this stress response under control. But either way, know in May 2020 that spirit is right there for you. Like, they are so close. They just want to shower you with love and shower you with connection. It's just really beautiful. It's like they're right around the corner for you. Let's see what else we have. Unicorn, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Yeah, wow. You have a very active team, is what I'm getting here. A very active spirit team. And in May 2020, you're going to be getting a lot of signs, signals, and synchronicities from your spirit team. They really want you to connect with them. You could even be having dreams of ethereal creatures, or even other like mystical places, or you could be very strongly drawn to fantasy in the month of May 2020. So whether that's TV, movies, or books, there's a fantastical element about you. But also mainly what I'm getting is that your spirit team is wanting to connect, and they want to connect with you in whatever way that they can. So they're really trying to get through to you in the month of May 2020. So you might even be noticing a lot of different, again, signs, synchronicities. So pay attention to things, and if you want assistance, ask for it, because I have a feeling that there's a lot of assistance ready for you. Hat, you'll be playing a different role. So I don't know if maybe some of you lost your job due to COVID-19, because there is a sense here of like you really had to switch into a different state with these two cards, and maybe you're doubting you'll ever be able to get back to that level you were before. And again, even with you, you'll be playing a different role. There's a sense here of perspective change and you kind of having a hard time switching into a different perspective change. But I'm happy to see this card here because it does indicate that in May 2020, you will have that switch. It's funny because down here, I don't know if you can see this, but this is water again, and the sun is coming up. So definitely water here. And look at what we have here to confirm that. Goldfish, which of course live in water. So definitely a strong element here of water, whether it's in your chart or the chart of people around you. Even if you're not a Sun, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, that could be really heavy in your chart. So that's really interesting. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Yeah, beautiful. I always see the goldfish too as very lucky. So it's like your process, your journey for the last few months has felt like a really slow one, but there's been a lot of work going on underneath the surface. So please don't discount that. But it's like you'll finally be seeing rewards for some of those things. So I think that the end of May 2020, you'll be in a lot better and a lot lighter place. But it's just a matter of getting through that first part of the month, you know, in order to feel good, in order to feel like, okay, I'm swimming, but I have a direction. You know, it's like this kind of like just keep swimming vibe here, but definitely a lot of water. It might be beneficial too to even play with the idea of booking a trip to somewhere near water if you're not near there. When this is all done, of course, sometimes that need for escapism is here for you. I get the need that you really need. You're like, you guys are people who need something to look forward to. So planning like a beach vacation, even in your head or on your vision board, is a really good idea. Surrounding yourself with pictures of water, calming water. All of the water in these pictures is calm. So I think that's really important. Still waters run deep, I just heard. So just really taking that time to connect with yourself. Even like having a fake beach day is kind of what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that song Coco Cabana. So that's weird. That might resonate with some of you. Okay, let's see what the tarot says, you guys. Sorry, I got a little bit off track. Page of Cups, a water sign. So this is like an emotional sweetness. So yeah, okay, so towards the end of May 2020, I'm definitely picking up that things will get sweeter for you and they will get lighter for you. This could even be a person who is a water sign that brings you a lot of light, possibly a little bit younger than you, or a creative idea that you've been toying with that will bring you a lot of joy if you do begin to do it in May 2020. There's this really big sense of sweetness with this card. So I love seeing that card. Of course, he's got a little fish here. There's lots of fish. So I don't even know. Maybe it's saying literally, you guys, some of you need to eat more fish in order to balance your hormonal levels. But very interesting, the water imagery here is really, really present. So you'll have to let me know, group 4, in the comments what that is about, because this is kind of blowing my mind. Sweetness, there is sweetness towards the end though. I have a feeling that the start of the month of May 2020 will be a little bit of a adjustment period, but towards the end I think that things will feel a lot lighter. If there's a creative project you've been thinking about doing, you should consider tapping into it, because somehow it will really help you accumulate wealth, or you'll feel like a lot better. You'll feel like it'll propel your soul to a different growth level here. If you have water sign people in your life, make sure you're connecting with them in the month of May 2020, because I think that they'll really add that lightness to you. It's even like, I didn't even notice this, but with these dogs here, it's like black and white, right? Like yin and yang. So making sure that you're balancing both of that, the masculine and feminine energies. Let's see what else we have here for tarot. 7 of Cups. Yeah, this is in the doubt card in the tarot deck. I don't know what is. So it's like you almost have too many options, like you're unable to see clearly. So really what I would suggest doing here is to ask your spirit guides for help, because they are literally right there waiting to help you. You just haven't been utilizing them. Again, notice cups. So we're dealing with the suite of water. So wow, wow, there's a lot of water here. A lot of emotions this month, a lot. Just find that you don't, just find. Make sure you don't drown yourself in your own emotions, okay? It's really, really important because, yeah, it's a lot. This is a lot of water. And I'm a Cancer, but this is a lot. So make sure that you're really taking that time to ask for help, because I think that there's a lot of people in your life and a lot of your spirit team who really, really wants to assist you in making your choices to propel you forward out of this kind of slump you've been in. But you're not asking, and you might even be having like pretty intense problems with your emotions here. Either you're going from being really, really, I mean, a lot of sadness, so almost like depressive energy here as well could be coming through. So again, make sure you ask, because you can't see clearly and you're not accepting the resources and help that spirit wants to give to you. I can't make this stuff up. King of Cups, you guys. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio again. I don't even know what to say. There is definitely here a creative idea, which if you tap into it, you can become masterful at it. Or even you might have been working on some kind of a creative project over the course of your life since you were a little child that has really helped you, where you're now actually kind of master at this thing, so you can potentially make a big living off of it if you'd like. It's, or you know, profit from it because you've worked really hard at getting this. Oh my gosh, but please watch out for your emotions and don't manipulate others too. I just heard, because I always find the King of Cups can be a little bit manipulative. So the problem that I'm seeing here as well is that there's no other sweets being shown. It's just water. So we're missing earth, we're missing air, we're missing fire. So you got to come up out of air. You got to come up out of air. You've got to come up for air. The month of May 2020 is going to be an emotional month for you at the end of the day. You're going to be processing a lot of emotions. Be gentle with yourself as you process, but also ask for help as you need it, because it's like you're right on the cusp of something big. You're right on the cusp of shifting out of this energy, but it's heavy. With all of these cups, it gets heavier. So it's up to you to really connect here with the divine, which is ready to help you. Ask for them, ask for their support, and remember to please try to regulate your cortisol levels in the month of May 2020. Group 4, you're in for a month, okay? You're in for a big month filled with lots of heavy emotions, but I know you can process it. And if you need support, please do reach out to a licensed professional in your area who can assist you. Or if you have a lot of water sign people in your life, call upon them. But my goodness, there's a lot of water here. Okay, I think that's all I have for you. Group 4, May of 2020. Please let me know in the comments below what you're most excited for, and I will see you next reading. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.